When a narcissist feels you have hurt them, this is how they describe their pain. I'm glad you're here, and thank you for watching. If this is the first time you're here, this channel focuses on narcissists. First, I'd like to thank everyone for participating in today's discussion. It would be best if you lent a hand by liking this video if you think it's useful and informative. Ok, narcissists are harmed when they suffer narcissistic damage. Why do people do what they do? And how does it influence them in the long run? A variety of factors can cause narcissistic injuries. Results vary depending on the level at which you play. I'll also discuss the worst possible outcome for narcissists and how they will likely respond. Wounded ego and narcissistic wound describe emotional traumas that overcome narcissists' protective mechanisms and sever their pride and sense of self-worth. When someone attacks their false image or fake self, it's familiar. Depending on the severity of the injury, they may react in various ways. Even if the wound is large or tiny, there are few things they will always perform. When a narcissist suffers from a narcissistic injury, they tend to perform the following things. Fury and shame are two ways to cover up shame, and anger is two ways to cover up shame and anger. The narcissist is thus motivated to exact revenge on the subject. A narcissist will never truly forgive you even if they say they have. Because they can't, they refuse to forgive. That is why they will always want retaliation and find a method. The well-known smear campaign, which can be carried out on a small or large scale, is one of their preferred methods of punishing people. A narcissist can be pleasant to you, even if they've lied about you and propagated rumours about your character. I'm not talking about the smear campaign when I say there are narcissistic hurts that can cause the narcissist to go one step farther. On top of that, you can inflict much pain on a narcissist that they will never recover, to the point where all their hopes and aspirations for greatness are shattered in front of their eyes. When they realize who or what they are, they feel guilt wash over them. A narcissist can be pushed to the brink of insanity by a few factors. Narcissists are more likely to be hurt by these things, leaving them with the deepest wounds. Leaving narcissists alone, being exposed, and being insulted were the three topics I discussed in greater depth in this video. Furthermore, whoever used all three weapons simultaneously would have done the most harm. As a result, the narcissist will either run screaming from this individual, will become the object of their wrath and obsession. If it's the second scenario, you might be able to get the person who injured you to remove their mask by making eye contact with them. When a narcissistic injury of this magnitude occurs to a narcissist, it can drastically alter the life of both the victim and the person who caused the injury. The narcissist's activities will vary depending on how they feel at the time. If they are afraid, they may assume there is no way out. This usually doesn't last long if they give in to the pressure, recognize their mistakes, and ask for help. It's not uncommon for those who've experienced trauma to want to distance themselves from the experience as much as possible and pretend it never happened. In extreme cases, people may try to curse or hex the person they are enraged about, or even hire an assassin to kill them. Even though narcissists don't like getting their hands dirty, they would do anything if they could get someone else to do the dirty labour for them. Their most profound, most depraved self is exposed when they suffer narcissistic injuries of any kind. They may put on a victim's act, but that's only to mask their true intentions. For those that know what they're doing, you'll be able to tell something is wrong and see the level of hatred in their eyes. Many negative emotions arise when narcissistic damage occurs to a narcissist. Among the most overwhelming are dread, rage, hatred, and guilt. So, the narcissist has more nasty energy to work with. A narcissist will crumble under the weight of being ridiculed, exposed, and abandoned all at once. The harm done is irreparable, as with all narcissistic injuries. Their narcissistic wounds mount up over time, making them darker and more miserable. When they're around, they're a significant nuisance. Without retaliation, they're left to face significant suffering, which might drive them insane or enraged. There is no attempt to heal the scars of narcissism by the narcissist. Retaliation or denial is more likely, making it more difficult for them to mature. Please avoid narcissists as best as you can and let them self-destruct. I hope you find this information helpful. Tell me about the narcissist's reaction to being injured by you and how you dealt with it. The moment has come to say goodbye till the next video. I wish you the best of luck. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe and activate the notification bell to receive notification when we upload new videos. Thank you. Exposing the narcissist envy, what they will do to take everything away from you. When you see someone else benefiting from something while you are unable to get the same, that's when envy sets in. Every human being, not just the narcissist, can carry feelings of animosity or resentment towards another. However, narcissists are typically uncontrollable when it comes to their feelings of envy. It is true that jealousy can put people in harm's path. As a result of their jealousy, some people will try to hurt or deceive you. Many unpleasant feelings and behaviors can be sparked by envy. These include hostility, lying, gossiping, cheating, stealing, and murder, among other things. To keep your self-esteem intact when dealing with a narcissist who is more inclined to engage in harmful behaviors to get what they want, you must be aware of when someone is jealous of your success. Narcissists lack authentic personalities. As a result, they behave similarly to their targets, imitating your qualities and taking them as if it's theirs. If you find that there is so much that you two have in common when you meet a new person, the things you enjoy are the same things they enjoy, and the things you despise are the same things they dislike as well. So keep your antennae up. It's possible that they're copying you. You'll also find that they'll spend more time explaining who they are to you than demonstrating it to you directly. When you get to know someone better over time, you'll realize that the words they choose to describe themselves do not, in any way, reflect their nature. Jealousy can be terrifying when dealing with narcissists. However, this only serves to emphasize the importance of learning how to protect ourselves. In order to detect if someone is envious of your possessions, you can search for a variety of signs. If this is all that can be done, search for them. It's even more critical to understand how covert narcissists operate and how to spot the warning signs if you want to avoid being taken advantage of by one of them. Keeping in mind that narcissists live in a constant state of envy is a good thing to take note of. As a result of their lack of empathy, they have no way to deal with their jealousy as long as they still see others possess what they want. They are prepared to go to any lengths to accomplish their objectives. Unless you wish to put yourself in harm's way, there is nothing you can do to stop them once they set their eyes on something. In order to surpass their contemporaries, they will push themselves to the limit and not hesitate to bring you down with them. Jealousy rules the lives of narcissists, who regard everyone around them as a danger. Therefore, they have no qualms about acting negatively in order to advance their career. Pulling you down is of no consequence to them, because everything is about them now. They wouldn't hesitate to kill a loved one if necessary. Those who only care about their own image, fortune, and power often put danger for everyone else's safety. They have no qualms about enriching themselves at the expense of those around them. Self-esteem is crucial for narcissists. Therefore, they actively seek out relationships with the people they profess to love in order to keep such relationships going. Anything is possible, whether it's a sexual relationship, a friendship, or even a business endeavor. Narcissists will shower their love on the people they adore at the beginning of a romantic relationship. After that, they are well known for tearing their spouse apart with no remorse. Now, let's realize that narcissists are attracted to us because of the qualities we have that they find attractive. These people are drawn to others who share their values and ideas. When someone is envious of you, the first thing they do is make it appear as if they have an unusual or high level of interest in you. Narcissists employ this approach to keep their adversaries near by making it look like they care about them. Jealous people are more prone to show an unusual or obsessive interest in the target of their resentment. They will do their utmost to do a comprehensive background check on you. They will spend as much time as possible getting to know you. They'll fall in love with you the moment they see you. Aside from the fact that they are well known for their anger, narcissists don't use it to their advantage until they have all the knowledge they need to do so. One thing to keep in mind is that if they're lavishing you with praise and admiration that isn't sincere, you'll feel apprehensive or awkward. It is imperative that you keep an eye out for trouble if you get the sense that something isn't right. You must rely on your intuition. In the beginning, they'll compliment you on some facet of your personality that they find endearing. What you wear, your appearance, and how you carry yourself are all factors in how you are perceived by the narcissist. They're trying to get you to relax by making light of your situation. Although it may be merely for fun or out of genuine admiration, people may openly express their admiration for you. In the wake of your triumph, you may expect a flood of praise and appreciation. A narcissist enjoys making others feel good about themselves in order to get them to relax their defenses. You should steer clear of people who lavish you with undeserved or dishonest praise. Micro-expressions, which might be fleeting but can convey a lot, is another essential indicator to keep an eye on. Every time they see someone achieve something, narcissists will feel envious. In spite of the fact that they appear to be jubilant over your accomplishment, they can never be content. It's possible that they'll scowl or grimace for a few seconds before trying to put on a false smile when they hear good news about someone else. At times, you can catch them looking at you with an unblinking stare. Also, it's easy to spread rumors when someone feels envious. Regardless of how close you are to the narcissist, they will denigrate you. In order to feel better, these folks are always spreading rumors about you that aren't true. Instead, get ready for the narcissist to start looking down at you and telling stories about how poor-minded you are. If they are jealous of you and what you do, they are more likely to try to get engaged with you and those close to you. Any information they can gather about you is being scoured out of the group. Finding out what you're good at is a hot topic right now. They'll have it all if they can manage to get their hands on it. When making decisions, narcissists put their own interests first. Thus, they have no qualms about doing whatever to damage your life the moment they get the chance. Keep in mind that the narcissist only cares about you because they desire what you have. Narcissists are more interested in destroying your confidence, independence, and attitude than your outward appearance. They'll also try to get away with your goods as quickly as possible. They will do everything they can to remove these vital pieces of your identity from you in order to reduce your self-worth. For the narcissist, there is absolutely no sorrow or regret in abandoning you. There is no hope for you when they've robbed and then dumped you for nothing. Narcissists prioritize emptying their victims of all of their resources when it comes to people and relationships. No matter what they do, they will not feel any remorse over it. If we're alert to these signs and take steps to protect ourselves, we can avoid falling victim to the narcissist's snare. But that's all I can do for the time being. Let us know in the comment below if you have any questions or thoughts while we're still working on this. Subscribing to this channel and activating the bell icon below the video will ensure that you never miss a new video from us. It's a pleasure to have you here. Please accept my sincere appreciation. Thanks. Exposing what the narcissist will do when you're not taking on their side. Welcome back to yet another video. Today I'll focus on the consequences when you're daring enough to stand in the narcissist's way. While I'm going to say that you must indeed stand against them, but still, the narcissist will never let this go. Because narcissists want the people they make friends or love with to be there for them no matter what. They may break up, have a family fight, or attempt to ruin someone's image if they don't get what they want. It's common knowledge that a narcissist has high expectations of everyone around them, and when those expectations aren't met, the narcissist takes it personally. There's no problem if you remain loyal to the narcissist, no matter how they've hurt or betrayed you in the past, because they'll appreciate it if you keep it that way. But this is what the narcissist wants. When you stand strong against them, the narcissist will see you as a foe and is certain to seek revenge against you. These people view you as a traitor, and they won't rest until they've got you. This video goes over some of the most typical ways that a narcissist may punish their target who betrays them. An effort is being made to disparage you, penalize, or discredit your behavior. It was because of your refusal to aid them in their prior effort that they launched a campaign against you. Petty and vindictive behavior is characteristic of narcissists. When narcissist sees you, they see something wrong with you, and they want to punish you repeatedly. Narcissists always hold grudges and can never forgive someone. If you even inadvertently insult a narcissist, you're screwed. When it comes to expressing their outrage, they may not be forthcoming. Instead, they'll act as if nothing has happened, and that it doesn't matter. You may be tempted to believe otherwise. But don't be deceived. Your adversary is the narcissist, so you can't let your guard down. Your reputation will be trashed at this point. You can bet. A narcissist is particularly sensitive to being hurt or offended, and they loathe the feeling that someone has a leg on them. Even if you went out of your way to apologize, it wouldn't matter to narcissists whether you committed an unintentional error or not. It will never be acceptable to them until they can punish you for disappointing them or hurting them. When it comes to the narcissist who gets offended, this includes making criticisms of them. Even if you just talk back a little against them, it's still considered an insult to their face. Because they are so self-conscious and uncomfortable about themselves, they're vulnerable to being mistreated and upset. As a result, if you provoke a narcissist, you can be sure that they will come after you. The best plan for survival and success is, therefore, to avoid them at all times. It appears that narcissists are on a mission to bring harm to others. This is because they get a kick out of making other people miserable. They like it when we're sad, lonely, and miserable. The narcissist will never forgive you if you reject them in any way. It's a personal insult to them when you say no, so they'll respond badly. In order for us to accept this fact, we must recognize that the narcissist will not take no for an answer. Petty and mean-spirited are the words that best describe these folks. Having the option to turn someone down enraged them. Our unwillingness to give yes to the narcissist's demands was a mature and appropriate response. But it is a problem for narcissists since they lack both maturity and fairness. Just do what they say and don't question their decisions, and you'll be okay. This is what they want. Because of this, it's imperative that you avoid narcissists wherever possible. Because the moment they feel you defy them, things won't be okay between you and them. But this is what's best for you. You need to focus more on yourself. Their charm and smiles aren't worth your time. Avoid getting too close to them to avoid being a target for their childish antics. There is a reluctance on their part to let us know what is good or bad, or even the full story in any given case. In their minds, saying anything is enough to convince others to believe it and support them. Parental defamation and verbal abuse by narcissistic children are also common, and it's not uncommon for narcissistic children to turn on their parents if they don't get what they want. My only piece of advice is to stay away from narcissists. If you're not going to give in, they'll leave. Thank you for watching the video for today, and I hope you have gained new knowledge. Thanks for taking the time to listen, and I look forward to hearing from you in the comment section below. Please give it a thumbs up and spread the word if you liked it. It's been a pleasure having you here today. And please subscribe to this channel and activate the notification bell if you'd like to be notified whenever there's a new video. Thank you very much. When a narcissist tries to get back to you, you should know what they really care about. Hi everyone. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for stopping here. You're the reason my channel exists. I'd also recommend subscribing to this channel and activating the notification bell if you're new to this channel. Let's get things going. In this video, I'm going to talk about the things that narcissists are most concerned about. When they're trying to get their way back into your life, you may expect that they may still love you, that they have changed, or that there's still something better between you and them. If that's what you think, let's keep going. When it comes to narcissists, I believe that understanding why someone does or says anything is critical. Don't be fooled into thinking that they're the real deal if they say or do something to that effect. In relationships and individuals, narcissists are conflicted because they simultaneously loathe and need us. To the best of my ability, I'll discuss this topic in this video. Narcissists place a high value on 3 things in particular. If they don't have at least 2 of these items, they don't consider themselves as having anything. So, they will not stop until they possess these things. Is it possible that one of these things is you? Unfortunately, no. Let's see. A narcissist cares only about themselves and has no interest in anyone else. While their words and deeds indicate that they may need you to me, it indicates more of their narcissism and hollowness. First thing first, their appearance is an important part of the narcissist's existence. They'd put everything on the line for this. How they dress, how they act in public, etc., are all things I'm referring to. In the eyes of a narcissist, one's appearance is all that matters. This is a far cry in comparison to their sociopathic buddies. Because sociopaths don't care what others think of them, they just get out of bed and walk to the neighborhood store in their underwear. They'll only attempt to do things if it's in their best interest to do so. On the other hand, narcissists are obsessed with their appearance and making it appear that they have everything at its finest. In particular, covert narcissists are extremely wary about revealing too much about themselves to others. When they walk out that door, it's like a performance for them. All that matters is how they want to be perceived. Narcissistic people spend a great deal of time and money attempting to get others to love and admire them. For them, everything they do is an effort to gain more attention and raise their position. Family members, including spouses and children, are the only ones who can genuinely understand them. Narcissists are frightened of being found out as liars because of this. The reason for this is that they would be nothing without their fictitious personas. If they didn't claim to be heroes or victims, the public would view them as terrible monsters as soon as their masks were peeled off. Narcissists will go to any length to make sure that didn't happen, that we continuously agree with them, no questions asked. These people depend on our good opinion of them to inflate their already inflated self-esteem and make them feel good about themselves. Narcissists depend on you for their supply. Second only to their appearance. This is what matters most to them. This is why they'll keep trying to get back at you. When people pay attention to them, congratulate them, and laud them, they develop an inflated self-image. The best thing they can do is convince them that the majority of the population values and admires them deeply. Narcissists need the narcissistic supply they get from hurting, lying, and betraying those they pretend to love in order to survive. These people must con others into dating or trusting them, or following their lead in some other way. They must value their supply highly if they go to such lengths to obtain it. But because narcissists consider others as nothing more than a means to an end, they are unable to love or care for anyone. Why? Because all they really want from us is our undivided attention. As a result, they feel empowered and in charge. It's their narcissism and desire to control that makes them approach us for whatever that we have. There would be no incentive for them to persist if they didn't have someone to influence, manage, and verify their existence. As a result, they have to consider a variety of possibilities in order to acquire what they want. If only one person cares about them, it's not enough. Mistreating one individual isn't enough. So, they're always looking for more, as a second backup, a third, and so on. Every time he turns around, he's on the quest for new prey, like a hunter. As soon as they grow tired of one source, they need to switch to another, because they think you belong to them. They don't care if you've ignored or put on a shelf. They just want you to stay put until they're ready for you again. For as long as you continue to serve a purpose for a narcissist, they won't get rid of you. Fame and fortune are third on the list of narcissists' priorities. They may keep up their created personalities and amass even more material belongings with the help of money, which helps them escape the sorrow in their life and find happiness instead. Even if you claim that money can't buy happiness, they wouldn't believe you. So, as a result, they strive for more success. Having more money also provides narcissists with the ability to control more people. It is possible to purchase the affection of those they care about. It's impossible for a narcissist to have enough of anything, money included, no matter how much they already possess. Having more money and more power will feed on their narcissistic need to be feared and in charge of other people's fates. Narcissists are well aware that they can be nearly impossible to be disposed of when they have a lot of both, simply because they think themselves to be above the law. The ultimate goal of a narcissist's life is to gain as much power and wealth as possible. In the end, narcissists are insecure and rely on other people to make them feel better about themselves or to keep them from thinking about their own flaws. In order for them to connect with a broader audience, their fabricated image is essential, and as the population grows, so does the level of narcissism. It is the narcissistic supply that sustains them. They use these tools to enhance their power, keep up their public image, and provide more narcissistic material to boost their ego, because they only care about themselves and their own interests. It is clear that narcissists have no regard for the feelings of others. For the things they care about, they're willing to hurt or sacrifice anyone. People don't matter to them. At this point, if you still think that they are trying to get back because they still love you, or because they have changed, then put aside your thought. They still need you, yes, but only for narcissistic supply. I think this is all I have to say for today's topic. Please feel free to share your thoughts and ideas on this topic in the comment section provided below. We look forward to reading them. Please consider subscribing to our channel and pressing the bell icon below for future videos. Thank you for your time.